Super Mario Bros. Deluxe is the first video game I ever played. Kinda interesting how most of the games I play right now aren't much like it. Super Mario Bros. Deluxe was released in 1999 for the Gameboy Color and is obviously a port of 1985 Super Mario Bros. But with extra features. Super Mario Bros. Is a neat platformer in which two plumbers who happen to be brothers named Mario and Luigi need to save a princess. According to the game guide, the peaceful Mushroom Kingdom was invaded by the Koopa, a tribe of turtles famous for their dark magic. They transformed the peace-loving mushroom people into stones, bricks, and ironically, mushrooms. Ugh. Does this make the Mario Bros. Murderers? That's messed up. How did this game get an E rating? Anyways, the tribe then set their own evil king on the throne, which caused the kingdom to fall into ruin and despair. It was said that the only daughter of the Mushroom King, Princess Toadstool, can break the evil spell and return everyone to their normal selves. The King of Koopas knew about this, so he kidnapped the princess and hid her away in one of his castles. Word of this quickly spread throughout the land, eventually reaching the ears of a plumber named Mario who vowed to rescue the princess and save the inhabitants of the Mushroom Kingdom. The game itself is pretty simple. Mario and Luigi can move left and right, look up and down, or enter some pipes which take them to other locations. The plumbers can also jump, and holding the B button will make them run. If either of them have received a fire flower, they can shoot fireballs. These fire flowers come from question blocks that they must hit from underneath. Hitting them rewards the player with items or coins. Doing this to bricks can occasionally have the same result, but they usually just break. However, the bros have to be big to break one of these blocks. On the way to rescuing the princess, the Mario Bros also have to avoid many of Bowser's troops, some of which cannot be jumped on and some cannot be killed with fire. Since the main game is so simple, there's not a whole lot to say about it. Since this is Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, there are extra features, like the challenge mode, which gives you more to do in the levels, like finding 5 red coins, finding the hidden Yoshi egg, or just getting the listed high score. There's also a versus game where one player plays as Mario and the other as Luigi, and they can race through several new levels that weren't in the original game. You can also unlock a single-player version of this by getting a high enough score in the original game mode. Other extra features include a high score table, a photo album for achievements, and a toy box. Inside the toy box there's a calendar that's fun to mess around with, for like 5 seconds. These days, this feature is pretty much worthless. There's also a little mini game where you pick a card. If you're lucky, you get rewarded with 5 extra lives in the main game. Another thing in the toy box has a bunch of toads sitting around a table, and it's mostly stuff that requires a Game Boy printer. Obviously not something you can use on the 3DS Virtual Console. You can also make short little music with this feature if you want. The last thing in the toy box is just a thing that tells you the spots in each level the Yoshi egg is hidden at. However, the levels it displays go by extremely quickly, and every time you stop it, you'll just get a random level. Super Mario Bros. Deluxe is actually a decent port. However, there's one thing people may have an issue with, especially if they're used to playing on an NES or SNES. The screen resolution. It had to be shrunk down because it's on the Game Boy Color. However, you can use Select to adjust your view of the area, so that kinda helps, I think. I think that was Nintendo's intention. To be honest, Super Mario Bros. Does look nice on the Game Boy. For the most part, it uses graphics from the original, but it makes some changes, especially to Luigi. There's even a little world map in the main game. However, it's just visual and doesn't work like the maps in Super Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario World. The game's music is alright too. It's got tracks from the original game and some new ones here and there that are memorable, but for the most part, I'm not way into the tracks. Super Mario Bros. Is a good game, and this port is definitely a good port. Super Mario Bros. Deluxe gets an egg out of 12. That's all for this video. If you liked what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you add it to your favorites too if you really liked it. How about following me on my social media accounts? I've got links in the description. And if you want to see more by me, check out these videos.